Our operator in this room is John Schwartz. North-South play precision. One club is 16 plus. A player 14, 16, no trump. All other one-level openings are 10 to 15, 11 to 15. Right. And we'll explain the East-West system when we need it. I believe John is back with us now.
Good afternoon, or evening, or night, as the case may be.
Right. Just before you came, John, I said that this is the table of the giants. Do you agree with that? It doesn't get much better than this.
I do. I was just discussing the relative merits of these two pairs with my most frequent partner, and we agreed that these two were just as good as it gets.
How many times do these two pairs play each other in the season, I'm asked? Well, it depends. If they're both at World Championships, in World Championship years, they may play against each other. If they're both playing, of course, for their respective countries. In nationals, 3 times a year, they may play against each other, provided that they are not knocked out before the semi-final or final, normally before the final, because they're normally seeded 1 and 2, which is the case this year also. Monaco seeded 1, Nickell 2.
Rodwell is certain to bid at this point. Do you think he should double and correct 2 spades to 3 clubs, or should he bid 2 no trump, or should he bid 3 clubs? Well, there we have his choice.
His choice is 3 clubs, yes. Now, 2 diamonds is the multi-defense to 1 no trump, showing a 6 cards major suit, either hearts or spades. It's also part of the Wolsey convention, which is quite popular in USA. Did you play that at all, John, during your career, or not?
Form of that defense against no trump, not exactly that one.
We may get a record attendance at this table eventually. Not an all-time record. I mean, that stands at nearly 7,000. But we may get more than the 4,000 we had in the first set. I mean, everyone wants to watch these 2 pairs. Although we have Helnis and Helgem also playing at the other table against Katz and Nickell. So let's count the clearest losers here. He must lose 2 spades, of course. He must lose a heart. He must lose a club and a diamond, at least. So he can't make it. Then the question is, how many down? Perhaps he can get out for 1 down. He won't be allowed to take a diamond rough. This is actually a good lead for the defense. But with the fall of the jack of spades,
he can't be stopped from taking a diamond rough with hearts 2-2. So it's just sort of a claimer for 8 tricks,
yes,
I think.
True. Yeah, I thought they were on a 5-3 fit. You're right, of course. So it looks like a 1 down. Hello, Peter. Welcome. Well, hope he can hear us. Maybe he's just, arranging things at his place. In the other room, Nickell and Katz also got to 3 hearts. Well, they bid it without having without having to, because East opened 2 hearts a week 2. South doubled and West bid 3 diamonds as perhaps a sound raise in hearts.
Many pairs use a form of McCabe after a week 2 bid. So after the double, a 3 diamond bid would suggest a diamond lead. But I don't see that would be so important to West.
So we expect a flat board here, and we got one. Are you okay now, Peter?
Yes, I am. I'm just relaxing, just returned from a hard week, playing bridge the whole weekend. With no success.
So, Mac will open a strong club here. Nunes will get in.
North-South are going to attempt to play 3 no trump.
Against strong club, only double and 1 diamond will be artificial for East-West, so 1 heart and 1 spade. It's natural.
So do we think 2 no trump shows the minors here, or is it just a trick-taking hand? Three clubs seems more to the point, doesn't it?
That we can understand at least.
I think Rodwell will bid 3 no trump, expecting to have a good play for 9 tricks.
Yes,
but
I don't think he can get more than 8.
No, he just has the 1 spade, 1 heart, and 6 clubs, and the defense really doesn't have much of a problem saving everything. West certainly won't have any problem discarding on clubs. He only has 1 discard to make.
Yes. So Helnes Helgemo did the right thing in the other room, as it happens, when they played the contract in 3 clubs.
Yes, but Maxwell were not allowed to play three clubs. East-West was in three spades,
I know.
which looks like some chances to make.
Yeah, actually, East-West could not get in with their spades in the other room. I mean, in practical bidding, because East opened two hearts, South overcalled three clubs. And now you can't really bid three spades with the West cards. It's forcing, and you can't really force with that hand. So Katz decided to pass, and Helgemo was allowed to play in three clubs.
That's a very healthy three-club overcall of two hearts. Not that there's any other bid, but I'm certain that South had a little concern about being able to make 3-no trump. I'm concerned that his side could make 3-no trump.
I don't believe that he played the three of spades. Well, it doesn't matter. Sorry. Yeah, could be right. Sorry, ignore it.
This
So
would be a much more exciting.
Go on, John.
This would be a much more exciting hand if South had the ace-queen of hearts rather than the ace-jack. It would be fun to see how the play would go.
Yes. So Max Ross will run all his clubs, I think, and hope for a defensive error. He knows he can't make it legitimately. Maybe trying to steal a diamond trick. He will probably play the 9 of diamonds after all the clubs. Oh, Rudwell declaring, of course. Sorry, but same thing.
If West didn't have the ace of diamonds, it would have been fatal to the defense to have started with a top spade rather than the jack or 10.
Yes, but Nunes knew he had it, so he could do what he did. If he didn't have the ace of diamonds, he wouldn't have won it.
Roland has a good point there. The way Nunes played his spades tells his partner, I have a sure entry.
Yes, that's true, and Fantoni needs that anyway, since he can't contribute with any trick. But of course, Fantoni has the Queen of Hearts. That's an important card. Yeah, as expected, Rod would try the 9 of diamonds from dummy. No. Luck, Nunes was down to the singles and ace anyway. So, 230. 6 imps to Monaco. Mac can open 2 clubs here. Choose 11 to 15 with 6 clubs.
That will get a quiet 3-club raise from partner. Suppose he could bid 2 hearts. That's invitational, I believe.
Yes. Well, looks like he's allowed to rebid his clubs with a singles.
If you're going to bid 2 hearts on a suit like that, you certainly need to have a partner having the option to retreat to his clubs.
So, diamond lead. The low diamond is either an even number with an on even number with without an honor, or an odd number with an honor. The Slavinsky leads.
And it's just an easy 1 trick in each suit for the defense. Declare has the option here of forcing a entry to dummy to try the club finesse. That however risks, that entails a risk of a spade ruff, so he's just taking a straightforward line for his 9 tricks.
Okay, next, as Joey would say, he's actually in the room. Oh, just a little late. This is a difficult hand for the north-south methods, where Rutwell will have to open 2 diamonds, with precision 2 diamonds. It shows a 3-suitor with short diamonds, 11 to 15.
This hand actually belongs to east-west. He might even be able to make game in diamonds.
they get to that. They may get to hearts instead, John. Three clubs is a sign off. East will reopen with a double. Can you make four hearts? Yes. Four hearts seems to be a very good spot for East-West.
It looks pretty easy with the Jack of Hearts falling. And
Wow.
East elected not to balance, which seems quite odd to me.
Yes.
I was wondering what a double of two diamonds would be for East-West.
We don't know what double of two diamonds would have been for East-West. I'm asked why didn't Fantoni double two diamonds to show diamonds. Well, it's fine if you have that agreement that it shows diamonds, but maybe they don't. But I find it a little strange that he couldn't come back in.
It seems reasonable to me to play a double of two diamonds either as showing diamonds or some no-trump range, perhaps a sort of minimum no-trump overcall, maybe in the 14 to 16, and then use two no-trump as being a stronger hand.
So Monaco a little lucky here when East-West at the other table stopped in three hearts. Because three clubs is headed for down one, so it will only be a loss of two imps. We should actually be discussing in French. They're from Monaco, aren't they? Just kidding. The 3-no coming here, I suspect. Five clubs won't make, so 3-no is the place. Let's see what happens to 3-no on a spade lead. Five clubs, two spades, 7, 1 hard, 8. Well, maybe 3-no can't make either. Can you make any game, North-South? Don't think so on a spade lead. 3-no can't make. And five clubs can't make because you have three losers when the King of Hearts is off.
The natural invitational 3 clubs looks just right, and despite the doubtful value of the spade king, other than the fact that it's a singleton, it certainly looks right to bid a game with the north hand.
Yes. It's impossible to stay out of game, of course. So they will be in game at the other table also. The only question is it 3 no or 5 clubs? They have the values for game, but they don't have the tricks. They have to knock out too many aces. And then, of course, the king of hearts is off. Well, they're playing very
This is an auction in which I believe after 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, the other side doesn't even look at their hands. They just pass. It's just too dangerous to enter the auction.
yes. I very much agree. So it looks like 1 down and 2 spades. 3 clubs to lose, of course, and 3 spades. Somehow he will lose 3 spade tricks. They're still playing board 21 in the other room. So
that proves for sure that they are not playing in 5 clubs or 4 clubs.
that's true. Maybe they were in 3 no and he saved in 4 spades or some such. We don't know. I don't have an account in the other room, so I can't tell you.
And sorry, spectators, and Roland and John, that I'm so quiet, but I have to admit I'm very tired, playing the whole weekend, and was car driver on a trip for 400 kilometers, so I'm not absolutely on top.
Well, in the future, Peter, I think you should realize that your obligations are to commentary and not to your own satisfaction of playing.
Well said, John.
Okay, thanks, John. I'll take that in consideration. But it is so when I am playing, I get a lot of experience which I can pass on when I am commentating.
Right, so the result on 21 is in now. They were in 3 now. It just took a while to play it. It went down eventually, as we expected it would. So a flat board.
As I see, it was 5 clubs at both tables.
Oh, you're right, Peter. I'm also tired. I've been commentating, well, that's part of 2 sets for 5 days. I have an excuse.
For sure you have. And yours are better than mine.
I think North would be allowed to pass 1 no trump with a minimum hand here, but with 14 he harbors maybe a little hope of game, so he goes ahead and bids the 2 clubs, which could be on a 3-card suit, and 2 clubs suits the south hand very well.
Indeed.
Two clubs for sure is a better contract than 1 no.
Yes. Don't think Helnest and Helgemo can get to 2 clubs in the other room. Once played 1 no, then Norse will pass. 1 no isn't forcing for them.
I think maybe to set this hand that West needed to unblock the Jack of Diamonds. Now they won't be able to get 2 diamond tricks.
John, they are playing 2 clubs.
Yeah.
Right, but they might have been able to take 3 diamonds of heart and 2 clubs.
Oh,
now
that's
they got
true.
The rough.
Now he's down to 3 trumps. You're right about that.
The other room, West will probably open the bidding with one spade. Might just end the auction. Oh, I'm sorry. No, East had a good hand. So
Nunes had the option of opening his hand, but not one spade, because that would show 14 plus. He could have opened one no trump to show 12-14. He can easily have 5-4-2-2 when he opens one no trump, but he decided against in second seat, vulnerable.
And John, you are correct about the unblocking of the diamond jack, but in practical bridge it is impossible, for the jack of diamond will for east-west promise the queen.
It gives the Clare a losing option at least, if he goes up with the king of clubs, which could be right. Oh, and by the way, I think what will left the table. Or was that Mextroth? Well, he did the right thing. He's going to make it.
Still not quite home free. It would be possible to lose 2 heart finesses.
You don't have entries for that.
Well, he's in his hand with the
Oh,
8
yes.
of clubs. So
Yes, 8 o'clock, a king of clubs, you're right.
True. Remember, West didn't open the bidding, and now he's marked with ace queen of clubs for a start. Jack of diamonds we have seen.
But guessed by Otwell.
They played in hearts in the other room, but the result was the same, 1 down. More than 21,000 users online at the moment. Around 4,200 at this table. And around 1,700 in the other room. Well, becomes interesting, doesn't it? It's going down. Yes, you're right. Well spotted, John. The losing option in hearts.
But I have good news to you, Roland, and all the listeners. On Tuesday, I'll have a new computer, and hopefully my sound problems with speaking over you will now be solved.
Oh, congratulations, Peter. Well, wasn't really a problem. It only lasted for a couple of years, maybe 3. So that's okay. I didn't even know it was a computer problem. I thought it was a network problem in the building. Wasn't that what you thought at some point?
Yes, but now I have tried this solution, and we'll see if it works better. If it don't work with a new computer, then I have a good proof to the administrator of the network.
It is usually a user problem, Peter. So I think it'll improve considerably when you get your new computer. So a break, which is fine. I mean, they are playing rather fast, so I have no problems with that. But in the first set, if you were in the open room with Tony Nunes and Nickell Katz, you also know that the play there was excruciatingly slow. I think it took 2 hours and 40 minutes or some such to play the 16 balls.
So we have about 5/8 of the match remaining, and Monaco's ahead by 26, which is not so much in view of the number of boards to play, but it's very difficult to pick up imps against Monaco. There was that one occasion where the Welland-Auken team did pick up about 70 imps in the last quarter, so whatever the difference is, there's always hope.
Yeah, some of those imps they also picked up away from the table, as you may recall, John, in the appeals committee room.
Oh yes, I remember it. I remember the hand. But it was still a lot of imps picked up.
Oh yes, absolutely. They were last year's winners. Well, and Alken playing with father and son, Morten and Dennis Bilde from Denmark.
Well, after the one spade opening at the other table, East-West arrived in 4 spades on this hand and brought it in despite the 5 spades, the ace-king in the north hand.
Wow, that was a huge board. 13 names to Nickell. Well, South opened 2 hearts to show hearts under minor weak hand. West overcalled 2 spades, raised to 4. Hellas might have had high hopes of beating this contract, but he couldn't.
Well, with the queen third of diamonds in the box, it wouldn't do any good to draw trumps with the ace-king fifth.
No. 2 diamonds is 10 to 13, at least 5 diamonds, and an unbalanced hand.
That's a really good hand for spades.
See if they can find the heart fit. Yield. Aha! Well done by John Schwartz, our operator. So 2-0 was ambiguous, and now Nunes has shown a side suit in spades.
But has he shown any hearts? 2 or 3 hearts.
Two or 3 hearts still. So Fantoni can't know that they have a fit. It's actually against the odds that they have one, because he would normally be 6-4-2-1. In Bill Jacobs' book, Fantunis revealed 2-0 trump is described as no short major, might have short clubs.
I think East would select hearts anyway, knowing he's opposite a singleton club.
As it happens, I think both games make 4 hearts and 3 now.
Well, nice that the diamond split for 3-no trump. 4 hearts seems the logical bid to me.
Yeah.
Opposite a known 6 diamonds, 4 spades, and 2 or 3 hearts.
And here's a pretty good example of why you don't see many, if any, playing the Fortuna system, because it is rather complicated. Look at this auction, right? 2 diamonds, 2 hearts is a relay. Well, that's fine. 2 no, or ambiguous. It could be a few things, right? And 3 clubs, asking again, and then 3 spades, will show this hand or a 4-2-6-1 hand. And that's too difficult for most players. Wow, what's going on here? Looks like that Fantoni has showed a slam invite, and then Nunes accepts because he has 3 hearts. He thinks his club void is great after the double of 3 clubs.
So what will Mextroff lead against 5 hearts? He now knows almost certainly dummy is void in clubs in view of the 4 spade Q bid.
Absolutely.
I would be inclined to lead the singleton spade, hoping that the communication situation is difficult for the Clare.
In 5 hearts, it looks like a cross-offing play, where the singleton and spade in South Hand will spoil all the Clare's chances, because he has to take out 2 spade tricks before starting cross-offing in the minors.
Is a slow 4-no trump now to play? Just kidding.
But I'm told that the Clare can pitch a spade on diamond, but another way would be just to off 1 club in dummy, and then play on hearts, and that should succeed, because then he has discards for 2 clubs on the Queen of Spades and King of Diamond, but 4 hearts would be just a day in the office, but 5 hearts, that should look interesting.
Could this auction possibly show 5 spades and 6 diamonds? or maybe Wes thinks that the 4 heart bid was a cue bid for spades. Well, the cross ruff in spades is not going to be nearly so successful as it would have been in hearts.
But one good thing about this bidding sequence, it proved that even the top players makes mistakes. To all you thousands out there who make silly mistakes in your club, you can see that even the top players sometimes, not as often as you and me, but they also make mistakes.
Yeah, and when they do, they are pretty spectacular, aren't they? Now, 4 spades was explained as a cue bid for hearts, also by Fantoni. So it's not because he thought the partner had 5 spades. So he just decided that the 5 level would be too high, hoping that partner could bring in the spade game on a 4-2 fit. And sometimes you can, but this is not the day. So another major swing coming to Nickell, as we see. 4 hearts played in the other room with an overtree. And we have a almost tied game. Match.
Well, he isn't down yet.
Well,
let's try the count tricks. Ace of clubs, king of clubs, club off, that's 3. Ace of diamond, king of diamonds, diamond off, that's 6. And now you have ace, king, queen of spade, that's 9. But I can't find the 10th trick.
Can't get that 9 of spades in.
How do you do that, John?
He can't get the 9 of spades in, can he?
Oh, can't. Okay. Oh, sorry. I heard it as can.
Let's see now. North is going to have too many spades, so
yes, it's very close. Start with ace, take the ace of clubs, ace, king of diamond, and diamond off. Another top club, off a club, and off a diamond with the ace of spade. Now play a heart to south, and whatever south now play, you discard a diamond, and north is forced to off. So double dummy, you can make 4 spades.
Well, wait a second. When I'm in with the south hand, I'm returning a spade.
A trump, Peter. and that's the problem. Then you will score your 9 of spades, and you're 1 trick short.
The real problem here is that that north doesn't have a 4th club.
But it's true that he could have escaped for 1 down. It's not really interesting here. And now they can take it 2 down. But it will be 11 imps no matter what.
I think south will probably lead a spade here.
Well, probably yes. Can't he still take 9 tricks now that they didn't take a hard rough? Let's see. Maybe we shouldn't use too much energy on this, since it doesn't matter. I mean, he can't make the contract. Yes, now he's only 1 down. Because Rodwell will have to give him a trick with Dummy's king of clubs. Oh well.
Well, he didn't.
Never mind.
He didn't know to in-play north.
No. He also followed with
26. That 26 amp lead of 2 hands ago is, or the 28 amp lead was been reduced quite a bit.
Yes. Perhaps a little strange that they went for the 5-6-1 fit in the other room rather than 3 now. Well, it doesn't matter because both contracts make. Well, it would be normal to be in 3 now. So various hand types for 2 clubs. I'm asked what the price money is here. The answer is 0. No money at stake at all, only a trophy and the honours. But of course the players, will be paid by their sponsors. But that's completely different, of course. They won't get anything from the organisers.
And I expect that the Monaco team is on a salary where they get almost the same money if they win or lose this final. There could be in some bonus.
Yes. Is that bonus for winning? Well, seeding points, I suppose, for future nationals. Then I'm asked, is there any betting going on between the players? I have no idea. And then some information here is that each player will get a small trophy each.
My experience with betting is when I began playing way back in the late 50s, well, not all that late 50s, there were very few sponsors, and there was a good deal of wagering. But now there's so much money involved, and the ACBL has been so determined to suppress any wagering. I just don't hear of any. It's like professional sports. It used to be the gamblers could get to some of the players a number of years ago because the salaries weren't very high. Now the contracts for professional sports are so high. It's just silly to mess around by doing any kind of wagering.
Yes, and in soccer, for sure, there are rules that you are not allowed to do any betting on your own team. You are not allowed to bet with your team, or not allowed to bet against your team. You will be thrown out of the game in many countries if you are involved in betting. Why is it correct to play that way? If South find the queen in South, by playing a small club to 10, he could pick up queen 4th in South.
Yes. Then he would lose to the singleton queen in North, of course. But you're right. Um, 4-1 with the queen is more likely.
It's only for the overtake, but I still feel a little bit strange that he plays the club that way.
Yeah. So 2 clubs, same as 2 diamonds before, 10 to 13, at least 5 clubs, and an unbalanced hand.
Quite a difference in the playing strength of the 2 hands, though. When Nunez opened 2 diamonds, he had 6 diamonds, ace king, and 4 spades, king queen. And this time Fantoni has a broken down club suit. Honor's not particularly well located.
So Mick will likely bid 4 spades here. I think that's his style.
Seems like 3 is enough to me.
Yeah, but you know, Mick, I'm going to play the hand. You know, I often take a trick more than other declarers do.
I don't know, your partner's in the balancing seat. Spades looks right on to me.
Yeah, sanity prevailed.
And if I'm Rodwell, I'm passing 3 spades.
Right.
And I
Let's
don't.
see. What about 4 spades?
And he's going to lose 1 in each minor and the 2 trump tricks.
Yes. Did you have a look at the play in the other room, John?
No, I don't usually look at the other room. I find it tough enough to follow the play in this room.
They never switched to a club, I'm told. Right.
No, it was a diamond lead to the yes, spade to the yes, and now diamond by Nickell, and easy make.
Yes, I can see that.
The 2 club opening bid was certainly an asset to the defense on this hand.
No, the main point was the missing count in diamond.
Maybe. Oh, we just passed 5,000. I was just going to say, Peter, that we just passed 5,000 spectators at this table. That's a new record for a national final. And 800 of those are on voice, I'm told. 200 at the other table. Okay, Peter, continue.
Yes, what created the problem? It was a diamond opening, 1 diamond, 1 spade, 2 diamonds, 4 spades, and now West let the 10 of diamonds to the yes, spade to the yes, king of diamond, and now he should have realized that his partner, after supporting the 2 diamonds, had a 4-cut diamond, and he could see dummy with ace, king, queen, 4 and hearts. So it should have been almost obvious to switch to a club. So we have a gift in each room. The gift on 24, where Anthony Nunes played in 4 spades instead of 4 hearts, and the gift here, which make these two boards together only worth 1 imp.
Are North-South in trouble here? They have a club fit, but 3 clubs, well, they can get out in 2 clubs, and maybe that isn't too expensive. But I expect East-West to take over here and end up in 3-0.
Yes, but how is 3-0, Roland?
Yeah,
It's down on the club lead.
Yes, looks like it.
Club to the S, club to the 8, spade, and there are only 8 tricks for the Clare.
Yes, that's true. Let's see who will become declarer. We don't know that. In the other room, it was much easier for Cut playing the hand as West, because North led the King of Spades. But that won't happen here, of course, because Neck will be on lead. And he would probably select a club. Why not? There we have it.
Normal play is to return 4th best in this situation, but I thought Rodwell might have considered returning the 5, hoping to dissuade his partner from continuing the suit. Meckstroth wasn't so tempted because of the auction. He knew both his partner had 4 hearts and therefore a stopper, and he also knows that Declare has something in clubs from the 3-no trump bid over 1 heart.
Hmm. Fantone's real chance now is to find the Queen of Hearts in South's hand. Oh, he have discarded a heart, so he can't do that. If you have kept his 4 hearts, then you could have taken Ace of Hearts, King of Hearts, Diamond to dummy and played another heart.
You mean if South had the Queen of Hearts?
Exactly.
Then where is North's takeout double, Peter?
North is running out of safe discards, but Declarer is running out of diamonds.
He has a club to spare when the last diamond is cashed.
But very interesting play at the other table. Three-no played by West, and the lead from Helnes and North, King of Spades to the yes. Now followed a small state to 9 and 10, which gave North-South the same chance to defeat the contract by a club switch now. Club to the ace, club, and just waiting for North to get in on his Queen of Spades. But Helge must switch to a heart, and now it was easy for Declare. Oh no, there are still 3 club tricks left. But Helnes didn't find that. So at the other table, but missed both. It's seldom that you, with these very, very top players, a handful of the best players in the world, see, I think, 4 serious mistakes in defense against game contracts. But of course, it's not obvious for North-South to see that West have opened 1-0 with a singleton Queen of Clubs. But still, I'm going in and out so many times because I lose the sound from you, Roland and John. Spectators, listeners tell us that my sound is okay, but it don't help if I don't get the genius remarks from you.
Uh, um,
That was
sometimes
not easy, Roland.
uh, sometimes we are rather quiet. Maybe we don't say anything. Then you can't hear anything. So in the other room, North South played in two hearts. After East West started the auction, one club, one spade, pass two clubs, pass, double. Eventually they ended up in two hearts, making, as we can see. What about three clubs? Three clubs has two club losers, at least one diamond loser, a heart loser, a spade loser, so three clubs will not make, or should not make.
The reopening double Vollegas knot looks a little frisky to me. And making two hearts looks a little unlikely also.
Oh yes, but it was a very friendly defense. Ace of clubs, ace of diamonds, king of clubs, off. And later, Declare played the ace of spades and dropped the singleton king, and that gave him 8 tricks.
Yeah, of course he expects Mech to have king queen. And now another heart may take it 2 down. As expected.
Yes,
Surprise,
you
surprise.
can't trust opponents in these days. In the good old days, leading the king promised the queen.
So now we can see, of course, the contract is 2 down. Fence has 3 tricks already. Mech has 2 club tricks, and will also score his king of diamonds, of course. Looks like 2 down and a flat board. The defense can't go wrong from here. That's not entirely true, Henri. Because you can play towards the queen of diamonds and later take a finesse against the jack. So it's not entirely true. He can get out for 1 down if he had got up with the ace of hearts. So 1 diamond, 2 plus cards, 11 to 15.
And probably 1 no trump by East.
Yes. And Mech can probably bid a non-forcing 2 clubs. One would assume.
Think it might be artificial?
It might.
I would expect 2 clubs to be artificial.
Yes, it might, John. I agree with you. It would be nice to bid a natural 2 clubs. But then again, you know you will probably be outbid in the majors with only 3 cards there.
Since he couldn't bid a natural 2 clubs, he made the obvious 3 club bid. Does have a lot of winners.
Yeah, but you know, and it kept West out of the bidding. I mean, they have a double fit in the majors. It'll go all past now, right? Don't think Fantoni can reopen with a double. He's short in clubs, but he has a minimum for his 1-0 trump overcall.
Well, he knows. Well, I don't, as I've observed their style, I don't believe he'll reopen, but I don't think it's impossible.
Aha! So maybe they know
And
more
as
than
I
we.
see, it's close to 9 tricks in heart. But
Maybe the 3 clubs showed clubs and diamonds.
East-West finds therefore forfeiting spades.
I
Hope he
think
does the same.
West now. Wow. South carries on the preemption.
For sure, 3 clubs was not agreed as a club suit by Rodwell.
I'm told that At least one listener can't hear me. Is it an overall problem?
No,
What?
I hear you
Can
quite well.
you hear me? No problem. All right. I was going to say, when Peter started talking, that 3 clubs apparently showed a fit for diamonds also.
Well, that would seem marked from the 3 diamond bid. Rodwell wouldn't be bidding 3 diamonds unless his partner had indicated diamond support. I think that 4 diamond bid was a little dangerous.
Yes. Wow. What would you lead? You shouldn't lead away from aces. You have 3 of them, and queen, 4, and trumps. A horrible hand to lead from.
Well, you've already bid a no trump with your queen, 4th of diamonds. It seems, and you have the aces. I think just the diamond lead seems normal.
I'm on John's side. Diamond lead from east.
And
In the other room, they couldn't keep east-west out. It went 1 diamond by north. Nickell didn't overcall. He passed. 3 diamonds from south, weakish. Pass, or maybe even invitation. And then, of course, Nickell could reopen with a double. Well, at least he did. And they ended up in 3 hearts, making with an over trick. Ace of hearts would not be good. Trump
my choice
is actually quite.
my choice, I think, would be the jack of hearts.
The jack of hearts? I thought you said a trump.
Well, I think a trump is marked, but looking at all the hands, I think the jack of hearts is the best lead.
Oh, I see. This would go quite a few down.
Spade to king and S work better for Leclerc.
As it happened, I think, of course, you can't do it, or now we're talking double dummy. If Nunes had gone up with the king of clubs to shoot a heart through, that would have been the best defense. But you won't find that at the table, of course. King of clubs, queen of hearts. Bingo. Because if that happens, I mean, you can kill dummy with a third heart, when East will be longer in trumps than dummy. Anyway, it's academic. It will still go a few down.
Well, I don't know. He could get aggressive and try to find one of the major suit kings in his partner's hand.
Now, here's the opportunity for the Queen of Hearts. That would be devastating. He did find a heart, but not the Queen. So, if Rudd plays small here, that's only his end played. So it's only 2 down now, and just a single imp to Monaco. Three boards to go before the major break. The evening session will start at 6 p.m. local time in Dallas, and that will be 1 a.m. in Central Europe, midnight in the UK. Will there be voice, I'm asked? I don't know. I won't be here. It's too late for me.
You will maximum hear me snoring.
Right. It looks like there will be. Andrew Gumbus told me that he'll be there, and Karen Allison also signed up for voice. So yes, there will be at one table at least. All right. I'm told it would be good if the next session was announced in elapsed time. I agree with that. Depending on where in the world you are, I can understand that. Of course, I can. It's actually 11 a.m. in Sydney, but it is in, let me see, in 2 hours and 11 minutes from now. Is that better? Yes, I'm not sure about Sydney anymore, of course. Now Europe switched to daylight saving last night. Um, yeah, so we put our clocks 1 hour forward. So I don't know anything anymore. I know we're 7 hours ahead of Dallas and 6 hours ahead of New York, 9 hours ahead of California, Los Angeles. Let's see if I'm correct there, John. Don't say anything, please. Is it 2:51 at your place now?
Well, you got the 51 right. It's 1:51.
Oh, 1:51. Yes, that makes sense. 9 hours. Yep. Okay. 3 no. Should Fantoni pass that, or should he bid 4 hearts? It's not easy to know what's right. 4 hearts could easily be right with 3 little clubs. Partner could have the same holding in clubs he has in diamonds here. Well, it's not a good idea to play the hand in 3 no. But I know most players with a 4-3-3 hand will decide to play the hand in no trump.
This is going to be difficult for the defense.
There's absolutely no play for 4 hearts.
No, but can you make 3 no? Let's see. 1 spade, 5 hearts is 6, 2 clubs is 8. And I think you're okay if you
Run 5 hearts and watch the opponent squirm.
Yes. But you may of course go down if you just count on the ace of diamonds to be on side. East went down in the other room, as we see in 3 now. Probably because he played a diamond towards the king at some point. Peter will check that.
He didn't have any chance. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, I think he can make it here, Peter, if he guesses the layout. There's an end play, isn't there? Yes.
No, Roland, there isn't, because North has the 9 of spades.
So, wait a minute. You catch 5 hearts, 2 clubs, and then you play the jack of spades. Will that not end play south?
Well, what are North and South to discard on the next 2 hearts? North has to keep all his spades. He can't discard 2 clubs. He would have to blank the queen of diamonds. Discarding accurately and fooling declare at the same time is so difficult.
So that is a legitimate play, obviously. Of course, ace of diamonds is 50%. As the cards lie, that won't work. But the end play will. If you knew the layout, I mean, you could make it easily enough.
Yes, at the other table, cats played for the ace of diamonds on site. And
You
was down.
you can always make that play, but you certainly want to cash 5 hearts and see what the opponents do first, and then make your decision based on their discards.
Yes.
He did that. He played 5 times heart, and then took 1 high club and played a diamond.
Ah, okay. So he was close. And we shouldn't really blame Katz because he was dummy.
Oh yes, but he still has.
I'm getting messages about, well, that end play will not work. Well, it will. Sorry. 5 rounds of hearts. Ace, king of clubs. Jack of spades. How can South not give you your 9th trick?
And the reason for that is that North is forced to discard a spade on the running of the hearts. If North could keep all his 4 spades, then Jack of spades to the queen, ace of spades, 4 of spades to the 9, and North will have a club trick. If the Clare try to play that way, North has to go down to the singleton queen of diamond.
Well, the ACBL dictates that the players can't bet on the outcome, but there's no rule against commentators betting, and I bet Fantoni makes this contract.
I take that bet, John, and we have a Coke on stake.
John wants a whiskey.
Okay, no problem. I still collect my Coke.
So here you see that North parted with his spades, so the end play will work. Well, you may call it a progressive squeeze if you like. Maybe it's a squeeze plus an end play, where North is squeezed to discard spades or to blank the queen of diamonds.
If you held the ace
from spectators, and they have set up
Now the moment of truth. Cash 2 rounds of clubs. Well, since South is out of clubs at this point, you don't even have to cash the other top club. You can get out with the Jack of spades now.
John, I have been told that, of course, a whiskey for you when he make his contract, and I agree he will make it. But no.
All right.
And
All right, I'll mail you a Coke.
The suggestion was that instead of Cokes and whiskey, we should have some delicious Danish cheese on steak.
Okay, it would have been fun to watch, but of course, ace of diamonds on side. It's a 50% shot, so can't really afford Fantoni here, of course. So the trick here may be to avoid 4 spades.
And remember that one spade opening is forcing for 1 round. It's unlimited from 14 up.
Yes. 1 no trump, 0 to 11. 2 clubs is a relay.
But if you only see the east-west card, you would like to be in 4 spades.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you there, Peter. So Nickell Cats have a very good board here to collect 400 in 3 now. It was played by East, and the lead was a low club, and that's what the contract needed, I think, right?
Yes, that lead cost 2 tricks.
Mextov is enjoying this auction.
Absolutely, and we could well have a new leader after this board.
The plays a club honor in North hand, and but still I have to agree, 4 spades need the spades 3-2. With spades 4-1, there are 2 hearts, a club and a spade loser. So 3-0 is not such a bad contract. If 4 spades make, then you probably also make 3-0. So we have to give a lot of credit to Nickell Cats to reach that contract.
Right. And Nunes will not be happy when he sees the spade split.
Oh, I have to correct myself. With no club lead, the contract 4 spades very often make, also on a 4-1 spade split. On heart lead, let's say, you take the ace of hearts, 3 times spade, ace king of diamond, or 4 times spade, and then you have a ace king of diamond, and you have a discard on the queen of diamond. So 4 spades for sure is much better than 3 no. But that need that you make a proper analysis, and I didn't.
So it's a good time for us to quit, Peter. We are too old, we are too tired, so we are basically useless.
No, I don't agree with you. We are not too old. We are too tired. That's correct, but not too old. And I hear a yell from my bed. Come, Peter. But okay, last part here. I'll say it has been a pleasure to be with you, John and Roland, here in the box. I just could lean back and listen to you and make some silly analysis, but still, it has been a pleasure. Thank you, both of you.
Thank you, Peter.
It's always enjoyable, Peter and Roland.
Thank you.
Peter, I did want to point out that now that you're going to have a better sound system in the future, you have to be more careful about your analysis because we'll be able to hear it.
You see, the problem is that all out there in the space can hear me. The only problem is that I speak over you, so you can't hear me, but I have that problem. All out there can hear me and come in, write to me and correct me, and I'm very glad they do, because being a commentator with no response from the spectators, that don't work. It's so good that there are so many spectators who react on our good, sometimes bad, sometimes comments, but all specs out there, thank you a lot.
Absolutely. Let me also take the opportunity to thank our excellent operator in Dallas, John Schwartz. Great job, and thanks to the ACBL, of course, Jan Martel in particular, for setting up a very nice show, greatly appreciated by British fans all over the world. Thank you, everyone.
Poor West, after suffering a 5-0 spade split on the previous hand, now he has to suffer having the king queen 9 4 the hearts offside on this one.
Yes, his consolation is, of course, that Nickell at the other table was in the same situation. Out of the 16 balls played in this room, only 2 made, or was it 32? I mean, the combined tables of 32 balls. Is that correct? That only 2 balls made? 2 contracts made? Could be right. Anyway, a very exciting
Thank you all.
second half.
Have a nice dinner, nightcap, breakfast, wherever you are in the world. see you soon. We have in the next week 2 very good transmissions up. We have from Netherlands, the White House Junior, and next weekend the semi-final and the final of the Danish Championships. Both these transmissions should be worth to follow.
Thanks all, and goodbye for now.